Every year, the hunger gap leads to malnutrition in the Sahel. A poor harvest in 2011, combined with rising food prices, is likely to make the situation even more serious. Facing this recurrent problem, the governments and aid operators are beginning to adapt their response.
What's different this year is that countries in the Sahel region anticipated the food crisis well in advance, calling for mobilization back in October-November and leaving enough time for the necessary resources to be put in place. For example, the different UN agencies and governments concerned have planned to treat 1 million severely malnourished children, which is very ambitious, bearing in mind that last year, between 500,000 and 600,000 children were treated.
500-600 000 enfants qui ont été pris en charge.
This ambitious response will, however, be hampered by logistical problems, especially in rural areas, and also by security problems caused by the presence of groups belonging to the jihad movement. In Chad, MSF sent out teams to assess the situation at the beginning of March. They discovered alarming levels of malnutrition. By the end of March, MSF had opened a program in the Yao district, in the center of the country, running a 20-bed inpatient unit and a range of external activities.
Our
outreach activities consist of screening for cases of malnutrition and distributing a month's supply of therapeutic food to those in need. At the same time, we vaccinate against measles, BCG, yellow fever, and DPT. These activities are being carried out through health centers and directly in the villages. We're currently working in 9 health centers and at 18 village health posts.
The population is very dispersed in this district, making work for the MSF teams complicated.
You have to remember that the population is very spread out in this area, so accessibility is an issue. That's why we developed a new strategy of distributing the therapeutic food on a monthly rather than a weekly basis, like we do in other places.
Emergency response is not the only possible course of action. In both Mali and Niger, MSF has set up pediatric nutrition programs, running effective and economical treatment and prevention activities. In Massakori in Chad, village community workers are trained in the crucial first steps in detecting and stopping malnutrition. Results so far are promising.
Every week they monitor the children. They measure their mid-upper arm circumference. As well as that, they are given a week's supply of therapeutic food. If they see any children presenting signs of a complicated disease, they refer them to the health center, where they will be seen by a nurse.
Milk-based foods are an essential therapeutic component for children who are malnourished or at risk of malnutrition. Yet they are not distributed systematically by aid programs. MSF wants to see a change, and for the distribution of these foods to be as generalized as vaccination.